And we're live. Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of MMA and Coffee. On this episode, it's going to be a short one. We're just going to do prediction for...
Special presentation.
We're just going to do Gus versus
Glover.
So
yeah. Play the theme.
That empty crowd we don't have.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, the studio audience is like packed. All right.
So who do you think is going to pull it off?
You know what? Out of all the light heavyweight fights, like the top 5 guys that have been around, this is actually probably the hardest one for me to pick, just because they've kind of lost similar ways. Like they both got leveled by Rumble.
I mean, that's everyone except
yeah. I
Cormier.
mean, I guess I'm leaning towards Gus on this a little bit. Not by much. I could see Glover, because he does have knockout power too. I mean, that's how he won a lot of his fights. He could potentially catch Alex the same way that Rumble did and drop him. I don't know if he would just KO him like the way Rumble can. But, I mean, he's got knockout power himself. But he's not quite as polished, I guess, striking-wise. I could see Gus being able to get a decision over him. I don't know if Gus could finish. I don't know. Glover's been a little chinny though.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Gus finishes Glover. I think so. I think so. With he has the reach.
Yeah.
He fights long.
Yeah.
And he has good takedown defense. So Glover's the one advantage I would give Glover over Gus would be the jiu-jitsu. But I
don't think it's going to the ground.
No, I'm just saying though. I could see Gus stuffing takedowns from Glover.
Yeah, I think Gus has better takedown wrestling.
His wrestling's better.
Yeah.
But Gus has better jiu-jitsu, and then I think with Gus, he has more tools on the stand-up. He has knees, kicks. He's
more all around, more technical.
Yeah, he's more diverse. So I think he catches Glover with a punch, and I think he might finish him with some knees.
Highly doubt it's an early finish though. If there is a finish, I don't think it'll be a first round finish.
I think it's either early or it's just a decision where Gus just outpoints him.
Yeah, this is a really kind of a hierarchy type fight, because the loser of this fight is kind of stuck at the bottom of the top few guys. You know,
I feel like both of them are in limbo.
Yeah,
this is do or die for both of them. They both had title. Well, not Glover. Well, yeah, against Jones.
Yeah, against
so
Jones.
They
both lost to Jones, and Gus has lost to Cormier.
Yeah, so
and they both lost to Rumble, who's out of the picture now.
Yeah,
but they've been 4 and 5 out of the top 5.
They've had big fights to where they could have the belt, and they lost. So they're in the same boat.
Yeah,
but I think
whoever loses, it's a pretty big setback. Honestly, I'd say even more so for Glover, because he's older.
He's older, and he's at a point too where he's kind of fought everyone. The only person he hadn't really fought was Cormier.
Yeah, this fight, and then he hasn't got Cormier. Gus has literally fought everyone except Glover. So this is really the only guy he hasn't. This is one of the few really good heavyweight, light heavyweight fights that we've had in, I would say, years. It wasn't a title fight, because light heavyweight's been pretty thin. I mean, outside of whenever, maybe the Rumble and Glover and Rumble and Gus fights, there's few and far between when there's a light heavyweight fight that's worth being a main event that's not a title fight. This is actually a good fight.
So in a perfect world, I'd like to see Gus win, and I'd like to see the winner of this fight, the winner of Jones and Cormier, and I'd kind of like to see the Gus and Jones rematch. If that doesn't happen though, I'd like to see... If Glover wins, I'd like to see Cormier win, so we could see them two fight, because we haven't seen that fight before.
And honestly, if Gus wins, I don't care if he fights Cormier. I'm kind of pulling for Cormier in that fight, but he gave Cormier and Jones a tough fight, so either one with a rematch, I'm fine with.
Right.
So
yeah, I'd like to see him rematch.
He gave Jones a harder fight than Cormier gave Jones. This is true. Honestly.
Yeah.
The hardest fight Jones has had, and he gave Cormier the hardest fight other than Jones. So.
Well, with the Jones fight, I feel like he just controlled Cormier and dictated where the fight went, whereas I feel like Gus did.
Well, he beat him up more.
Yeah. It was more striking than the grappling.
That's kind of weird how you can have a harder win than a loss. But anyway, I mean, it's a little short, boy. So
yeah, it was a short one. So that's what we thought. What'd you think? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see y'all next time.
Free on FS1, right? Cool.
Does it say?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a TV one. It ought to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. And we apologize for the other guys, but we're not predicting them.
Yeah. No. Yeah, whatever.
It would just be.
You're not watching it for that. If you're watching it at all.
See y'all next time.